Welcome back to the Pinedale Winter Classic, version 3.0. My name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in as we get set and ready to go here for what could be the matchup of the night in the entire state of Wyoming for girls basketball. The number 2 against the number 3 teams out of the 3A classification. The Buffalo Bison and the Mountain View Buffalo, head coached by Jessica Moretti. So as we get set here, I was able to talk to both coaches. I went down to talk to head coach Jessica Moretti, and just so happened that the Buffalo Bison head coach Michelle Dahlberg stopped by and was able to chat it up there. So sorry for the delayed break that we had in between these streams, but I was talking to both coaches, joking around as they do. So as it's the number 2 and number 3A teams. Yeah, on mylocalradio.com. Sorry about that. Here on mylocalradio.com. Thank you for tuning in. We are just about ready to get set for this number 2 and number 3A. Should be a good one on mylocalradio.com. That one is tipped and won by Mountain View to start off the game. Gets it right over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens turning around, spinning, cannot get it. Gets her own rebound. Just as it back out to Allie Bugis. Driving the lane outside to Haley Herford. And that one is out of play. And it will be. It will stay with Mountain View. Haley Stevens inbounding the ball underneath the basket, looking to get it. Let's get it out to Herford. That is Allie Bugis on the left side. Up top, that is Herford. Herford misses that long shot, no good. And here comes Buffalo going the opposite way. That is a long two-point attempt, up and no good. Pulled down by Charity Harmon, winner of the Flaming Gorge three-point classic last month. Ball is over to Bugis. That is Haley Stevens from downtown. Haley Stevens for 3. Got it! And that starts the scoring off here on mylocalradio.com. 3-0 the score here. Minute in this final game of day 1 between Mountain View and Lyman. That is Allie Bugis driving right down the right side of the lane, and she found herself right in front of the basket, lays it up off the window, and good. 5-0 lead here, 1 minute in. Mountain View looking to come out their first game in about a month, and they're looking good so far. Outlet pass right to Allie Bugis. Allie Bugis speeds down the court, and Bugis lays it up and in. A quick 7-0 run here for the Mountain View Buffalo, and you can really see why they are quite possibly the best team in the 3A classification. Immediately running out to a 7-0 lead, and that is fed underneath, and a foul has been called. Let's see who's going to the free throw line. It is Eli Olson, senior for the Buffalo team. That first shot is up and no good. So still scoreless so far is Buffalo. Second shot from Eli is up, and it is good. Tried and true. So on the scoreboard are the Bison for the first time. 7-1 the score. Mountain View still with a 6-point advantage. Haley Stevens goes right, spins right by her defender, and lays it up and in. 9-1 the lead for the Mountain View team. Mountain View and Buffalo both have a perfect record on the season. This is by far their toughest matchup of the season for both teams. One team will not be winless, or will not be undefeated after tonight, and because of that, Michelle Dahlberg, seeing the momentum getting away from her team, is going to call a timeout. We're going to take this timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here in Pinedale, Wyoming, Mountain View inbounding the ball in the deep corner. Lindy Herford throws it into Allie Bugis. Haley Stevens in the right corner brings it out. Both of these teams, number 2 and 3 in the rankings, respectively, actually tied for number 2 in the rankings. Both teams with 132 points in the media poll, tied. So tied for second place. A true second-place team will emerge after tonight. Possibly a number 1 team will emerge after this weekend, as Douglas and Mountain View going to meet up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Should be probably the game of the weekend. I know I said this is the game of the night, but that might be the game of the weekend. If Mountain View wins this one, Douglas beats Big Piney in the morning, as well as Mountain View defeats Rawlins. Both teams will be perfect in the 3A classification. Both teams will be fighting for that number 1 spot. Inbound underneath here, that is Caden Davis looking to go somewhere with it. Gets it up top to her teammate Quinn Kennedy. That is up off the window and good. Nice shot from the baseline from Tegan Sweckhard. And it's 9-3, so the first field goal of the contest for the Buffalo Bison comes from Tegan. Three-pointer from Stevens, no good. Harmon fighting for the rebound, gets it over to Haley Herford, and Haley Herford sees it go out of bounds, but it will be Mountain View ball here. Herford inbounds to Bugis up top near the midcourt line, gets it over to Charity Harmon. Back to Bugis up top, in the corner, Herford with it. All the way, swings to Charity Harmon, three-point shooter, finds herself open, misses on that attempt. Swecker pulls down the rebound, almost loses it in traffic, but here it comes the other way, laid up no good off the window short, and here comes Allie Bugis trying to beat everyone down the court. Runs right into 4 Buffalo players, turns, spins, and gets back to Bugis. Stevens in the corner, starts moving before the ball's on the deck, and that is a traveling violation. 9-3 the lead here, almost 4 minutes into this contest. Herford, Harmon, and Bugis in the backcourt defending, trying to bring some pressure. Ball is advanced over midcourt. Nice bounce pass, stolen away by Allie Bugis. That speed is a deceptive speed from Allie Bugis. Turns around, gives it to Stevens for 3, and that is off the side rim, no good. Sweckard tries to outlet her teammate. She does, and laying it up and good is Seren Chapin. Chapin's first points of the contest. Nice pump fake, up and no good there from Lindy Herford. And a rebound for the Bison, and a foul as they look to cross midcourt there. Will keep it with the Bison here. Foul was called on Charity Harmon, her first, team's third. So 3 fouls on the Buffaloes here in the first 4.5 minutes of this quarter. 9-5 the advantage. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Buffalo's trying to get back into this one. Long three-point attempt, no good. Tapped out to the corner, and that shot is short there. Might have been blocked by a Mountain View Buffalo player. And that is thrown across the baseline, out of play there. Looked to be a little bit too strong for Haley Herford, and out of play, that one went sailing. 9-5, 3:07 to play here in quarter number 1. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in. If you watched the Lyman Eagle Douglas girls basketball game, which finished 70-39, a Douglas win And you stay tuned here. Thank you. If you're just joining us for this contest, stay tuned. We'll have 4 games live on mylocalradio.com. 2 for Lyman, 2 for Mountain View tomorrow. Shot attempt is missed and laid up off the window and good. So 9-7 the score after a timeout from Michelle Dahlberg. Her team seems to be settled in now. They've scored 7 of the last 9. That jumper is no good. Pulled down in the corner and sent back out up to the top. That is Sadie Mitchell with the ball in the corner. That gets back over to Hereford. Haley Hereford, the ball up top. Bugis, Stevens in the right corner. Mitchell with her hands up on the left block trying to get it. Teammates did not see her open there. Bugis over to Stevens. Back up top. A lot of ball movement on this possession for the Buffalo. Sadie Mitchell back up top. Trying to get it to Stevens in the corner. Knocked away on defense there. A good play from Buffalo. Caden Davis, the 5'7" junior. Sadie Mitchell checks out of the contest. Peyton Porter checking in for the Buffalo. Bugis over to Harmon. Harmon looking to go towards her left. Back dribbles and gets back to Bugis. Harmon on the left wing, pump fakes, drives towards the middle, gets back to Bugis. So a lot of action here, a lot of movement. Not necessarily a lot of movement towards the basket, however, as that is a nice pass inside, knocked away. Tried to get it inside on the block to Haley Stevens, who popped open for a minute there. Quickly closed out, though, by Buffalo. Eli Olson. A substitution? No, the horn blew, but they did not call the substitution. Goes all the way into the backcourt, where Haley Hereford chases it down. Hereford going to her right. No one stops her, and she just goes right to the basket, misses the shot, but follows her own rebound to the other side of the basket and goes all the way out to the three-point line. Haley Hereford on the left wing. It's been about a 2-minute possession here for the Mountain View Buffalo. A couple shots in between. 3 from Charity Harmon, no good. Buffalo finally pulls down a rebound, and the possession is over for Mountain View. 9-7, chance to tie or take the lead on this possession with under a minute to go for the Bison. Eli Olson reverses it to the right side, and that is well long. Rebound from Bugis. She's going to look to run down the court, use that speed. Gets it over to Charity Harmon. Drives into the middle lane, kind of pushes herself off the defense towards the free throw line. Did not get a call and missed the shot. 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Baseline jumper is up, and it is good. Our first tie of the contest after Mountain View jumped out to that 7-0 lead. 9-9, 10 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Haley Stevens driving baseline, pulls up, and I believe they're going to call a foul on Buffalo there. That'll be the first Bison foul of the contest. It is, and Haley Stevens will go to the line for 2 shots. First Bison foul is going to go against number 24, Sydney Dobbin. 6-foot junior. Tallest player on the roster for Buffalo is Dobbin, number 24. And Eli Olson checks out. Second free throw is no good, so 1 out of 2. And Buffalo with a chance to take the lead at the end of the quarter, and that's what they do. And layup is good, and that's how the quarter will end. A nice job there to advance the ball down the court in 6 seconds, score right before the clock ran out. And the first quarter ends, the score 11-10, the Bison over the Buffalo on mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils! We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service.
They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Back to action here as we start the second quarter of action from Pinedale, Wyoming. And that long shot attempt is good. So a three-pointer there starts the scoring for the second quarter for the Buffalo. A three-pointer extends the largest lead of the contest for the Bison to 4 at 14-10. Once again, we apologize for the location of the scoreboard, but that is the only scoreboard in the gym that we can film from our position up here, so have to deal with the wires that are hanging from the basket in the way, but that is how it is. 14-10 the score, 7:20 to go. A foul has been called against the Bison, and going to the free throw line is Lindy Herford for 2 shots. Foul was called against Tegan Sweckard. And the first free throw is no good, so talked to Jessica Moretti before the break that her team had, about a 3-week break after the Flaming Gorge Invitational, and she said that they tried to give up a game against Green River in that same fashion, just missing a lot of free throws and dumb mistakes, and that is a turnover in the backcourt, leading to a Haley Stevens jump shot, and it is blocked, so Haley Stevens tried to go 1-on-2 there. Maybe had passed it up. Her teammate was cutting towards the basket, but blocked out of play. Remains with Mountain View. Back up top to Haley Herford, looking to enter it in down low to Haley Stevens, but throws it out of play. So a turnover. So going back to a point that I was trying to make. Mountain View did defeat Green River in the final game of that Flaming Gorge Invitational, but they tried to give it away, according to Jessica Moretti. A lot of missed free throws, some bad turnovers, some bad mistakes in that one. Almost cost their team the game. So, first game out of the break here for Mountain View. We'll give them an excuse here in the first half for why some free throws have not been fallen. But a 3 does fall there. I believe that was Allie Bugis from downtown. Or they're going to call that one a 2, I believe. So he was on the line. Now they updated it, so it is 14. I thought it was a 3, but scoreboard was a little late to update it. So a 3-pointer cuts the deficit down to 2. A couple substitutes checking back in for Buffalo. Saren Chapin and Eli Olson checking in for Caden Davis and Sydney Dobbin. In the corner, that is Haley Herford. Gets it over to Bugis. Bugis up top. Back to Herford in the corner. Herford driving to her right. Haley Stevens with the ball in the deep right corner. Gets it out. Charity Harmon pulls up for 3, and no, it is actually a 2. Her foot was on the line, so a tie ball game here, as they said that her foot was on the line. Looked awfully close, but Fisher was right there, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So 5 points there. Cut down in a matter of seconds, and now Charity Harmon, chance to take the lead, and she does. Charity Harmon stole it at midcourt, turned around, and sped towards the basket. She got fouled. She made the layup. She'll get a chance for a 3 the old-fashioned way. So they didn't give her a 3 on her last attempt, but she's got a chance for 3 at the free throw line. Foul, by the way, was called on Jordan McNamee of the Bison. 3rd foul on the Bison in the first half. Pressure in the backcourt has done wonders here in the first half for the Mountain View Buffalo. Picking up the dribble in the backcourt, nearly throwing away there is the Bison again. 5:25 to play. Underneath, Eli Olsen gets it, and she's got a distinct size advantage once she gets down low, especially with Haley Stevens guarding her down there, and she scored an easy basket. Haley Stevens not being stopped, tries to throw it around the defender to Lindy Herford, but there was a Bison in her way and a backcourt violation there, as I believe that was Jordan McNamee once again, who caught the ball, went in the front court, went into the backcourt, so a backcourt violation called there. 19-18, and the ball is taken away in the corner. Up top, off the window, and good. Kaden Davis drives down the left side of the paint, and takes the lead for the Bison. 20-19 the score, 4:50 to play in quarter number 2. Charity Harmon from downtown. Charity Harmon heating up. You can see why she won the Flaming Gorge Invitational 3-point shootout about a month ago. If she gets hot, she can really do some damage. Just joking around with head coach Michelle Dauber before the game. She's got Bryce Hansen, who finished second in the 3-point shootout, and Charity Harmon, who finished first. Both opponents this weekend. She laughed about that. And a timeout has been called. We're going to take this timeout too. It's 22-22, 4:15 to play in half number 1.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Thank you for tuning in. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, covering all of the Lyman and Mountain View action here from the Pinedale Winter Classic. Lyman Eagles fell to the Douglas Bearcats earlier today, 70-39. The Mountain View Buffalo looking to get a win here to open up their Winter Classic. 22-all, 4 minutes to play in half number 1. Ball up top, Charity Harmon already hit several threes and long twos that almost were threes so far in this game. Have to be very wary of where she is, and she finds herself open by about a foot or two in front of her defender. Nearly makes the long ball, but cannot get it to go. Bugis gives it up. Herford pump fakes, and looked like a lot of contact there. No call. Buffalo takes it away, and they will go the opposite way. Underneath, Eli Olson banks it off the backboard. No good, however, and Haley Stevens pulls it down. Stevens reverses course, goes up the left side, takes it across the timeline. Allie Bugis going to her left, gets around her defender. Haley Herford. Lindy Herford trying to post up Eli Olson underneath the basket. Charity Harmon goes to the ground, gives it up to her teammate Haley Stevens. Reverse to left side where Bugis has it. Harmon up top. Looks like Buffalo's playing a 2-3 zone here so far, and it does leave some shooters open up top. Might be why Charity Harmon has found herself open a couple times here. Reversed, Allie Bugis looking to get it inside. Instead drives, kicks. Back to Haley Herford, driving through the lane, gets fouled, and no, a traveling violation is called. So, looked like it might have been a foul, but they called a travel before the foul. So, it will remain 22-all here with 2:39 to play. Score is 11-10 after one quarter. We are tight here throughout this game so far after Mountain View jumped out to a 7-0 lead. On the right side, that is McNamara. And a free throw line jumper there from Tegan Sweckard. gives the Bison back the lead, a 24-22 advantage. Bugis takes it across midcourt, dishes it out. Haley Stevens open on the right wing, misses that shot long. And letting it go out of play there is McNamee. I think I called her McNamara on the last one. Sorry about that. McNamee lets it go out of play. And she inbounds to her teammate. No pressure on this possession here for the Buffalo. Ball up top. Driving down the middle of the lane and getting the runner to go is Kaden Davis. So a 4-point advantage now for the Bison. Sadie Mitchell with the ball up top, gets it to the corner. Lindy Herford for 3. Front rim, no good. Sadie Mitchell pulls it down, fades away, and gets it off the rim, gets the roll, and it is good. So 26-24, excuse me. 26-24, 1:30 to play in quarter number 2. Swecker dives to get that one. Nearly throw it away into the Mountain View bench. Underneath the basket, no good. Falls right into the hands of Seren Chapin, and she gets that 2 to go. 28-24, 1:15 to play in half number 1. A tight, entertaining first half. A blocking foul is called as, I believe that was Lindy Herford, drove through the lane and drew some contact. Foul was called on Chapin, her first of the first half, 4th on the Bison, so not in foul trouble with a minute to go. Porter over to Stevens in the corner. Mitchell trying to get it over to Mitchell will take the 3, and Mitchell will make the 3. So tried to get it over to Haley Stevens in the corner and came right back to her. And she said, all right, I'll shoot it. And she nailed it. 28-27, 35 seconds on the clock here. Bison with a 1-point advantage. Jessica Moretti calling out 3 seconds, trying to get a 3-second call on the bigs for the Bison. That is Sydney Dobbin making a living in the painted area. Supposed to be only allowed 3 seconds in there, but seems to be a little bit lax in high school basketball. If you bring it to their attention, sometimes the officials will get it. Charity Harmon drops it off to Allie Bugis at midcourt. 15 seconds to go. Let's see if Mountain View gets a basket here. It's open to close out the first half. That is Haley Stevens in the deep corner. Long miss is no good. Going to the ground with it is Dobbin. 2 seconds on the clock. Long shot is no good off the back rim. Looked good coming off the hands. And that's how we will go into the halftime locker room. The score, 28-27. The Bison with a 1-point advantage after one half. The number 2 teams in the 3A classification, number 2 and 3, they are tied for second place, fighting out to be the number 2 seed, the rightful owner of the number 2 seed. And if you're Mountain View trying to get to that number 1 seed, if they win today, and then they defeat the Douglas Bearcats tomorrow, they will have every right to be the number 1 seed in the Class 3A Wyoming girls basketball. We're going to take a halftime break here on mylocalradio.com. Please stay tuned after this.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today. We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the tire professionals.
Quality customer service.
They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back here at the Pinedale Winter Classic, where the Mountain View girls basketball team, undefeated on the year, looking to remain that way. They trail by 1 point to the Buffalo Bison, who both are in their halftime locker rooms. Talked to Michelle Dahlberg and Jessica Moretti before the game, as I was saying, and both of them were very kind to each other. Actually, Michelle Dahlberg wound up coming over and talking to Jessica Moretti while I was talking to her, so I introduced myself, and we were just all chit-chatting before this contest started. Both of them very respectful towards each other, very courteous to each other, knowing that these two teams could meet come the end of the year. At least that's what Mountain View and Buffalo probably hope so. Maybe they hope that they would meet for that state title game. But if it comes down to it in Casper, this is a very good barometer of where you will be for the season and where you will be going into the season. So just going to go through the 3A class rankings as they stand according to the yopreps.com coaches and media poll. If I had a vote, I do not. If I had a vote, I would probably classify Douglas, or not probably, I would say Douglas is a deserving number 1 seed right now. Mountain View and Buffalo tied at number 2. I probably would have voted them 2. I probably would have voted Mountain View 2, just not having seen Buffalo this season. But right now, a 1 point difference between the two teams. I can see why they are so close, tied for that number 2 seed. Lyman is number 4, getting 11 fourth place votes. Powell number 5, Torrington 6, Pinedale 7, and Rawlins rounding up the top 8 at number 8. So this Mountain View team will see Rawlins tomorrow for the first time this year. So the Mountain View team facing the number 1, number 2, and number 8 team in the 3A classification. Meanwhile, Lyman, they are playing Thermopolis, who is not ranked in the 3A classification. And then they play Douglas. They'll play Buffalo tomorrow. So 1-2 in an unranked foe for the Eagles here in the Pinedale Wrangler Winter Classic version 3.0. Teams strolling out onto the court here. About a minute to go before the second half begins on mylocalradio.com. Once again, we do appreciate you tuning in and listening to our broadcast. The Mountain View Buffalo team averaging 57.2 points a game. Buffalo averages 57 points a game. So both teams right around their average. If you just do some simple math, 28 points in the first half gets them to 56. Buffalo is averaging 54 as of right now. So Douglas and Mountain View getting ready to get set here for the second half action. Mountain View giving up the fewest points in all of the 3A girls basketball classification, giving up the fewest amount of points. They only averaged 33.7. So just Moretti's squad coming out of a long extended winter break. Maybe an excuse why their defense has probably been not up to par of what they have seen so far. But it is still 28-27. They trail by a point here. They have had the lead back and forth throughout that first half. They'll have a chance to get it right back here, opening the second half with the ball. Mountain View, the number 2 shooting team in the classification as well. They shoot just under 43% a game. Of 5 made threes a game. They lead the conference in 3-point makes per game. Meanwhile, Buffalo only averages about 1 3 a game. They've hit a couple so far, so they're above their average for the season. Haley Stevens with the ball, gets it over to Bugis. Inside, that is Haley Herford, lays it up, and no good. That shot is wide, and a foul was called, I believe. Excuse me. A foul was called, I believe, against Mountain View. Did not catch the number of who the foul was called on. They did update it. So number 12, Lindy Hereford, her second foul, first of the second half for the Buffalo. Ball underneath the basket for Tegan Sweckard. Sweckard gives it back up top to Eli Olson. On the left side, that is Caden Davis. Up top for three. No good. Long shot attempt goes right back to Chapin. Chapin follows her own shot, gets a rebound, and goes straight up again. No good on that shot attempt. Back at the three-point line. Another three-point attempt here for Buffalo. So I just said how they only average 1 three-pointer a game, and here they are starting the second half, attempting 3 on the first possession. They missed all of them. Maybe not the game that Michelle Dahlberg wants her team to fall into. 28-27, her team leads by 1 here. And a takeaway, and it is good. Sorry about the camera work there. Caden Davis with a steal and score. Gives a 3-point advantage. The first points of the second half go to the Bison. Bugis over to Hereford. And that shot attempt is no good. It was blocked, but there was contact, so a foul has been called. And going to the free throw line is Haley Stevens for 2 shots. Foul was called on Tegan Sweckard, her second, first of the second half for the Bison. Second shot from Haley Stevens is good. And Buffalo inbounding in the backcourt. Underneath the basket, Eli Olson lays it up and in. So Eli Olson, 2 more points. So they scored 32-29. The Bison with a 3-point advantage here. Haley Stevens, ball on the right wing, gets it over in the corner. Charity Harmon throws it up to Bugis. Bugis on the right wing, follows her own shot, goes in for the rebound. Smallest player on the court, almost comes up with it. Sends it over to Haley Stevens for 3. Stevens misses long, and the Bison pull it down, able to get the rebound there. 5:40 to go. Wild pass down the court, intercepted. Bugis with the steal and takeaway, going the opposite direction. Bugis, Harmon steps into her shot, a 3-point shot, and it is good. And this is a tie ball game here in the second half, 32-all. 5:20 to play in the third quarter. The Mountain View Buffalo looking good so far in this second half, looking good so far in the game as well. A tight contest. That shot is up and no good from Sweckard. And with 5 minutes to play, Mountain View has their chance to take their first lead of the second half. Bugis and Harmon with the ball up top, working it side to side, and that is right into the hands of Jessica Moretti, who is not a player. She is the head coach for the team. And she catches the ball and immediately turns to her bench, tells Sadie Mitchell to go get Charity Harmon out of the contest. So Harmon, player of the game so far for this Mountain View Buffalo team. She has been hot from outside, keeping the Buffaloes in this one. Cutting down the lane, trying to dish it off, no good, as it is stolen away, and a foul is called right in front of us on the sideline. A little bit too much contact between the players as they tried to cross midcourt. Foul was called on number 10, Kenley Bauer, the 5'4" junior. Bugis drives to her left. That is Hereford. Haley Hereford gets it over to Lindy. Sisters, if you're not familiar with them. Sadie Mitchell with the ball down low, has it blocked. Taken away, however, by Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens lays it up off the window, no good. Cannot get that one to go, and here come Buffalo, the Bison the other way, and the Bison lay it in. A quick 2 points for Caden Davis, and a 2-point advantage once again. Nearly taken away. Free throw line. Lindy, Haley saves it right to a Buffalo player, and a run out for Buffalo because of that will lead to Ball being knocked out of play by Mountain View. 34-32 the score. 3:55 to play in quarter number 3. Shot from the corner is up, and it is good from Jordan McNamee. So a 4-point advantage. 4 quick points in a row here for the Bison. Extend that lead back to 4. Taken away at midcourt. Tapped into the backcourt, so Stevens was able to get it legally in the backcourt. Bugis. Free throw line. Mitchell trying to get around the taller Eli Olsen. Kind of lost herself there. Ball's knocked out of her hands. She throws it into the backcourt. It's going to be an over and back violation, as it was too hot to handle for Haley Herford. And a timeout. Jessica Moretti calls a timeout. We're going to take this timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back to action here at the Pinedale Winter Classic version 3.0, as they're calling it. 36-32 the score. Mountain View is kind of losing a little bit of momentum there. Seemed to be not having it the last couple possessions, so they quickly were trying to get themselves righted in the right direction. Called the timeout was Jessica Moretti. Bison with the ball, chance to make it a 2-possession game, or extend it to a 3-possession game with a 3. 4-point lead. Ball knocked to the corner for 3. McNamee, no good. Long rebound goes into the corner. Bugis chases it down, picks up her dribble, however, and gets it over to Haley Herford. Defender goes down from Buffalo. And there is Haley Herford laying it up off the window and good. So 2 more points there for the Buffalo. Keep it at a 2-point deficit. Nice defensive play there from Haley Stevens. They were trying to feed the big man on the court, Eli Olsen, and Haley Stevens read that, just jumped at it, stuck her hand up there, and she's rewarded with the steal, and the other way, she gets a runner to go. So Haley Stevens doing it on the offensive and defensive end here. 2:20 to play in quarter number 3, driving the baseline, dishing it to the outside, and that is a baseline jumper from Chapin is good. 38-36 the score. Haley Herford over to Stevens. Bugis up top. Herford. Lindy Herford. And that is laid up and good from Lindy Herford. So Lindy Herford scores, and it's 38-38 once again with 1:50 to play in quarter number 3. That one's taken away underneath from Lindy Herford. And Lindy Herford trying to advance it into the front court, loses it. Taken away by Buffalo, and Chapin has it. Inside, Eli Olsen turning and winning on that one. Spinning and winning was Olsen. 2 more points. 40-38, the pace has quickened here late in this third quarter. Both teams not wasting any time on the offensive end. Certainly not Buffalo, as they have been fast to score and fast to shoot here in this quarter. Lindy Herford down the baseline, puts it up and good off the window. So 2 more for Lindy Herford. Been a game of runs so far for both of these teams. On the outside, that's a long 2, I believe, and pulled down from Haley Stevens over to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford crosses midcourt, gives it up to Bugis. Bugis left corner. That is Herford. Herford drives down the middle of the paint, is fouled by Eli Olsen, and she will get 2 shots at the free throw line. Chance to take the lead, the first lead in a while for this Mountain View Buffalo team. The Bison have led at the end of each quarter so far, First quarter, they scored with about 2 seconds on the clock to take their first lead of the game. And the first lead at the end of the first quarter was 11-10. And they led at 28-27 after 2 quarters. Haley Herford, chance for one more at the free throw line after missing the first. That is up, and she banks it in. So banks open late here in Pinedale. The clock starts, and because of that, we're going to have a whistle. Been doing that all night long here at Pinedale. Clocks have started immediately after a free throw has been made in about every single game that I've been watching, all 3 contests so far. So this is the first time any official has called it and stopped the action. Should be around 40 seconds. They put 45 on the clock. Sure, those 5 seconds will matter. That's the only reason we're bringing that up right about now. I think the officials might be telling them 41.5, so maybe they told them 41.5 and they put 45.5 on accident. So clock starts here and we're ready to go. 41-40 is the lead for Mountain View. Ball taken away at midcourt. That's Lindy Herford with it. Herford over to Bugis. Bugis into the corner. And Charity Harmon has the ball tied up. It's going to be a turnover. Possession arrow favors the Buffalo Bison. Hey, girls, can you sit down? Hey, can you guys sit down? I'm trying to film. Ball is fed down low, and Eli Olson, no good. Ditch back out to Kenley Bauer, and Kenley Bauer nails a 3 with 10 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. 43-41 the score. Long 3 there from Haley Stevens. Rainbows it, no good. And an outlet pass goes out of bounds. As the clock runs out, I don't know if they're going to put any more time on the clock. They are not. That's the end of the third quarter here from Pinedale. The Bison maybe extending that lead just a bit. They led by 1 at the end of the first, led by 1 at halftime. Now they lead by 2 at the end of 3 quarters. The Bison and the Buffalo fighting for that number 2 spot in the Class 3A for girls basketball here in the state of Wyoming. Join us for the final quarter of action when we return.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being
back to action here at Pinedale, where the Mountain View girls and the Buffalo Bison fighting for that number 2 spot in the Class 3A rankings. Mountain View will start with the possession here to start the quarter. Can take the lead with a 3-pointer and tie it with a basket. As Lindy Herford going to inbound the ball right in front of us. Allie Bugis in the backcourt to receive. Bugis drives to her right, gets it over to Harmon. Harmon in the middle. Gives it all the way to the corner. That is Bugis with it up top. Looking, Sadie Mitchell at the free throw line, posted up. Down low is Lindy Herford. She was down in the paint for a long time. Some of the Buffalo Bison fans were calling out for 3 seconds there. That 3 is up and no good off the rim. Haley Stevens chases down her own shot attempt, however. Driving down the lane, Charity Harmon kind of ran out of room there, ran into a bunch of bodies, and because of that, she gets called for a traveling violation. 43-41 the score, 7:20 to play in this quarter. On mylocalradio.com. We do apologize. There are a lot of people moving in front of us from the SVI crew for the Pinedale broadcast. You'd think that the broadcast people would be a little bit more courteous to where they're standing, but not everyone's as nice as we try to be. That shot is up and good. A 2-point attempt, a long 2-point attempt there for the Bison. Extend that lead back to 4. Charity Harmon with the ball crosses midcourt to the right side. Allie Bugis driving to her left. Lindy Herford in the corner. Herford gets it, goes around her defender. Runner from 10 feet away gets it. Baseline runner is good. 45-43. It's one of those do-or-die plays that Lindy Herford just did where she was on such an angle she couldn't use the backboard, so it was either hit the rim and get the layup or airball it. She was able to get nothing but net. Driving in the lane there, that is Sweckert. On the outside once again, long three-pointer missed. Rebound goes out to McNamee, and McNamee nails a three. So McNamee gives the largest second-half lead for the Bison at 5 here. 48-43 here in this fourth quarter, 6 minutes to play. Harmon's open in the left corner. Teammates didn't see her. Haley Stevens gets it on the right wing, and Haley Stevens nails a deep three. So Haley Stevens says, all right, McNamee, I see you, and let me just get one of my own. 48-46, back and forth action here on MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in. And tuned in on that one was Tegan Sweckert again. And she gets one up off the window. 50-46, Bison lead here, 5.5 of this final game of the Pinedale Wrangler Winter Classic Day 1. That ball is in the corner, a turnover as it goes wide of the intended target and out of play. Charity Harmon checking out. What a play there from Haley Stevens. That is a perfect example of baiting a defender right there. The ball was being inbounded in that deep corner. Haley Stevens was standing behind the Buffalo Bison player all the way on the other side of the paint, just waiting for the defender, that Buffalo Bison player, to throw that, the inbounder pass, throw that across the court. She did, and Stevens just stepped right in front of the inbounds pass and intercepted it. She couldn't get the layup to go, however. So she got everything but the finish, but a nifty play there from Haley Stevens. Saw that coming from a mile away. Even the inbounder saw it. She pump-faked to that player, and then she decided to throw it after the fact. Stevens was still there. That shot is no good. Pulled down by Lindy Herford. Gets it over to Bugis. Bugis crosses over, going towards her left, cuts down the middle of the lane, throws it up, no good. And a rebound for Buffalo. Quick outlet pass down the court, and Lindy Herford tried to go for a block, did not get it, and instead she gets a foul called against her. The third foul of the second half. Both teams with 3 fouls in the second half, so no need to worry. I guess they did update it. So the Buffaloes only have 2 fouls. The Bison have 3, so no need to worry about foul trouble as of now. The only foul trouble in the game so far is, well, the person who just committed the foul, and that is Lindy Herford, picked up her 3rd foul. Sadie Mitchell checks out. Charity Harmon back in. Lead at 5. And at the free throw line for one more chance to make it a 6-point advantage. No good. Charity Harmon pulls down the rebound, spins, and gives it over to Bugis to take it across the timeline. Bugis to her right. Stevens in the corner. Gives it back to Bugis. Lindy Herford tried to post up Eli Olson. Had it, but her teammate did not give it to her. Haley Stevens on the right side. Reverses it. Lindy over to Charity Harmon in the corner for 3. No good. And taken away there. No, it is actually tapped towards midcourt from Buffalo. Good play there on the outlet. And Buffalo has it up by 5. And a timeout. So a timeout has been called by Buffalo with a 5-point advantage. 3:55 to play in quarter number 4 on MyLocalRadio.com. Please join us for the conclusion of tonight's action after this.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back to action here at Pinedale. High School, where the Buffalo Bison have a 5-point lead. Michelle Dahlberg didn't like what was happening there, so she called timeout to retain the possession. An important possession here, up by 5 points. Chance to make it a 3-possession game for the first time here in the second half. 3:55 to play. Jessica Moretti trying to keep her team undefeated on the year. This Buffalo team will see action tomorrow at 12:30 against Pinedale here in this Wrangler Gymnasium. And they will play against Lyman tomorrow as well. Or they will play against Big Piney, excuse me. That layup is up and good. Eli Olson, 2 more points. A 7-point advantage here. 3:30 to go. It's getting to danger time for the Mountain View Buffalo here in the last 3:35. Bugis pulls up, gets it over to Lindy Herford for 3. Herford short off the rim, and a foul has been called in the backcourt as looked like Buffalo is trying to outlet and race down the court. Foul was called on Haley Herford, her first, team's 3rd of this second half. Ball tapped around in the paint, taken away by Lindy Herford. Bugis in the backcourt with it. Uses a screen from Herford to get it over midcourt. Herford gets it back, driving down the middle of the paint. No one stops her. She just lays it up and in. That's a instance of you got to stop the ball handler. You got to stop the person with the ball first and then worry about the defense after that. Nobody stopped Lindy Herford, so she said, all right, I'll just take quick and easy 2 points. That layup is no good. Rebound, however, comes down to Buffalo. That shot is no good. Rebound again. 2 shot opportunities, and I believe they're going to call a foul on Buffalo. So Caden Davis had 2 shots from within 5 feet, missed them both, and then committed a foul. So Caden Davis, her first, team's 4th, 5-point lead, 2:35 to play. Bugis picks up her dribble in the backcourt. She's in danger. And Haley Stevens loses it. So just a mistake on all ends there. Allie Bugis picked up her dribble in the backcourt. None of her teammates saw that she had picked up her dribble, and no one came to meet the ball. Haley Stevens eventually came to it, but it went off of her foot and out of bounds. Nearly thrown away. Eli Olson tracks it down. Back over to Chapin. Long 2, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Lindy Herford looking to run out. Gets it over to Haley Stevens. Saves it. Nice play. Bugis throws it off the defender in the corner and keeps it with Mountain View. What a play there. 2:15 to play. Mark that down as a big play as, Haley Stevens coming up a little limp in the corner. Hopefully she is all right. A big player for this team. She has been dealing with some knee injuries or some knee issues throughout the season, so it might just be a stinger where she was sliding across the court, but great job to track it down, put it in the corner, and great job from Bugis, who was falling out of bounds, to save it off of a Bison defender. Lindy Herford over to Haley Herford in the corner. Bugis passes up on a 3. Lindy Herford with the ball up top. Herford drives right down the lane again. Too hard off the window, however, and I believe she is fouled. She is fouled. I don't think they called it on the shot. I think they called it on the rebound. She was right in front of the basket, kind of knew where her own shot was going to go. Because of that, she has gotten her team another foul. 5 fouls on Buffalo, so no free throws here for the Mountain View Buffalo. Foul did go against Eli Olson, her second. Ball is inbounded to the corner. Over to Stevens. Charity Harmon, long 3 behind the screen, no good. 3 Buffaloes with it, and it comes down to Buffalo Bison. So 3 Mountain View players had it. They didn't realize that they were all the ones touching it, and because of that, the ball was kind of knocked away and just went out of play. Ball up top. Caden Davis not willing to shoot the ball here with a 5-point lead and a minute and a half to play. And that is a charge taken inside by Sadie Mitchell. Sadie Mitchell coming up big. She draws a charge right when her team needed her. Right underneath the basket. Probably needed one less dribble there from Caden Davis and just pull up for a jump shot, and maybe a 6-foot jump shot there. But she went all the way to the basket. Went right into Sadie Mitchell, who was waiting for her. Enjoy a charge. 5-point deficit, 1:20 to play for the Mountain View Buffalo. vying for that number 2 spot. Haley Stevens from outside, touched every part of the rim, no good. Bugas comes down with the rebound and puts it in. 3-point deficit here with a minute to play. Things are heating up at Pinedale in the Winter Classic. 53-50, 65 seconds on the clock. Lindy Herford defending. They're going to double everything, it seems, at this point. Herford looked like a double dribble there, and it is called. So it looked like it might not have been called. The baseline official did call it, and Mountain View's got a chance to tie here with 55 seconds on the clock. Michelle Dahlberg doesn't like that, so she's going to take a timeout. Join us for the final minute of action here from Pinedale on mylocalradio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service.
They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Back here for the final minute of action from Pinedale, where the Mountain View Buffalo and the Lyman Eagles are playing for the weekend. The Mountain View Buffalo in a tight one here, 53-50 the score with 55 seconds to play. Both teams coming out of a timeout here called by Michelle Dahlberg after her team turned it over on a double dribble violation. Mountain View will have the ball underneath their own basket. Trying to go 90 feet here. 3 will tie up the game. Don't necessarily need a 3 on this possession, however. Haley Stevens with the ball, gets it over to Harmon, back to Stevens. Stevens picks up her dribble, gets it on the right side to Harmon. Up top, Bugas. Harmon falls down after dishing that pass out. Lindy Herford looking to drive down the lane, spins, nearly knocked away. Bugas comes up with it. Almost a backcourt violation, not called. Charity Harmon loses it in the paint, and here comes Buffalo going the other way. Let's see if they pull it back out, and that's exactly what they do, looking to pass it around. 25 seconds to go. Buffalo, the Mountain View Buffalo are going to need to foul here, and that's exactly what Charity Harmon does with 23.7. So Charity Harmon, unfortunately for her, just lost possession of the ball into the paint, right into a Buffalo Bison player's hands. That is only the 4th foul on Mountain View, by the way, so Mountain View is going to need to foul 3 more times here in the next 25 seconds to get the free throws. Unlucky there, as Lindy Herford was immediately fouling, but Caden Davis just kind of wildly turned that thing and threw it, and it was almost intercepted, but a foul was called, so even if it was intercepted, would have been brought back. 20 seconds to play. Mountain View, knowing that Lindy Herford can't continue to foul, that is her 4th, and now she has fouled out. So Lindy Herford has checked herself out of the contest. They had to get a foul off there, but Lindy Herford tried to back off, knowing that that was her 5th. Maybe just a miscommunication there, because maybe she should have been in the backcourt, kind of away from the ball, so she wasn't forced to foul. But that is the 6th foul, so the next foul will be resulting in free throws. Kind of wildly thrown into the paint, and a layup is good with 10 seconds, and that might just do it here from Pinedale as Charity Harmon races the ball up court. 5 seconds to play, and a foul is called, and that will result in free throws. So hold it right there with 3 seconds to play. The only thing that could help Mountain View and put them back into this contest is scoring with the time stopped, and that's exactly what they have a chance to do. 1-1 for Charity Harmon. Probably got to make both and get a steal right away. Harmon makes the first, so a 4-point game, 55-51 here with 3.1 on the clock. Second free throw from Harmon is up, long miss, chases it down in the corner, and that's how the time will run out. So 55-51, the Bison narrowly escape their first defeat of the season. The Mountain View Buffalo do suffer their first defeat of the season, a 55-51 loss at the hands of the Buffalo Bison. So as it stands, mylocalradio.com, that's going to conclude our coverage for the night. The Mountain View Buffalo and the Lyman Eagles both suffer defeats on the same night here. They'll have a chance. They'll each play 2 more tomorrow. We'll cover all 4 on mylocalradio.com starting early in the morning at, I believe, 9:30. Let me just pull up the clock. Yeah, 9:30, where Mountain View will take the court against Rollins. Chance to get back in the winning column for them. Then we'll have the Thermopolis Lyman game at 11 a.m. Then we'll take a little bit of a break and join us for 2 p.m. Mountain View and Douglas should be an interesting contest there. And finally, closing out the night is that Lyman game. So as it stands, that's going to do it for us here from Pinedale, where both the Lyman Eagles and the Mountain View Buffaloes fall in defeats. The Lyman Eagles lost 70-39, and the Mountain View Buffalo losing 55-51. So the Buffalo Bison taking over that number 2 seed in the Class 3A. The Mountain View Buffalo will have a chance to get at the number 1 team tomorrow when they play the Douglas Bearcats. Join us tomorrow for that action on mylocalradio.com. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to be an advertiser or a sponsor for any of our segments, any of our broadcasts, please call our radio station out of Evanston, Wyoming. Call KNYN Studios, ask for Julie Burley or Kayleen Anderson. They'll get you set up immediately, and we'll get you right on the air. A premium business opportunity and a great way to support the community. If you support the community, you're supporting everyone in the community and supporting us as well. So we really do appreciate each and every time you tune in. Please join us for more action tomorrow from the Pinedale Winter Classic.